Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm just like still shaking the cobwebs out of my head. Very good to be here with you guys this morning. I'm going to do my quick little sound check. I see we have Cody in there. I'm going to do my little mic check. Here we go. To be here with you guys this morning, I'm going to do my. All right, that's me. Sounds good. So I do my own audio check, when no one's here. But by cracky, we got somebody in here. It's Cody. What's going on, man? Look at that, Morning Huckster. I'll be listening to you on the way to Huntington Beach. I dig that, man. Yeah, man. Pump it up. Pump up the jam, as the kids say. They don't say it at all. Yeah, let's see. So let's get some of my tickers up here. Yeah, there we go. Welcome to the Morning Mug, y'all. Yeah, man. So it's just going to be like a very loose morning. Not quite sure what we're going to talk about. Got a few topics, I guess, in my brain. But, especially if you're Cody, sit back, be comfortable in your car, kick back, relax, and grab yourself a nice drink, a nice snack, and welcome to the Morning Mug. All right. Just thought I'd leave the graphics up this time. Yeah, let's just pop, what the heck, let's just pop in, see who we got this morning. Movies and trains going on, man. Morning, Huck. Morning. Yeah, so it's 8, 9, 10, 11, so 11. So it's still morning for everybody. So that's good. Yeah, I know I'm Cali time. Clearly, Cody, you're Cali time too, man. Huntington Beach. Let's go. How is it out there? Man, it has been blazing here lately. Cooking. Oh, so get this. Not you guys feel all bad, but when you're in California and I'm in Santa Clarita, right? And it's a triple digit heat out here, like 100 and something. My air conditioner broke Sunday afternoon, had guests over and everything, and it was just hanging out. It was a good time. It's like, it's getting a little warm in here. You guys a little warm? Put your hand up by the air conditioning vent and I feel the air blowing, but that's it. I just feel warm air blowing. So went outside and the whole unit, it wasn't even on and spinning. So had a Rockstar AC dude come out last night, end of the day, last one of the day. He's like, I'll squeeze you guys in. Thank God it was just like a burnt out capacitor, something super easy. You just popped it out, popped a new one in. Sucker started right back up, man, just like in daylight. Deep cut right there, y'all. Daylight. What the hell am I talking about? So yeah, that's how we roll. Hang on. I see Sean over here. There he is, Sean. Hey man, Sean. What's going on, man? Morning, Huck. Good morning. Yeah, we're just talking about getting AC up in this hot Santa Clarita heat. Last night, and may I say, when you've got no AC, you pull out every fan that you own, and it's all like my dog. We have a dog, and he lays on the end of our bed. He's just right in front of that fan, man. Just he's got a little fur coat on. He's got to stay cool. So he was chilling during those fans. We still get the fans blowing though. Yeah, what is going on? I guess here's a very funny take. So. If you guys have checked out the box office breakdown I did yesterday, I was super excited because obviously when any of us do these kind of box office things, we're going off of estimates at the time we're doing them. And the estimate was that Top Gun was edging out Elvis by like literally just $127. That was, I even put the graphic up and it showed I use a box office mojo. And it was slightly ahead. So, when you're making the box office breakdown and you're trying to pick number 1 and 2, you have to go with the numbers. And Top Gun was number 1. So I was like, all right, Tom Cruise. Well, then the actuals came in. We call them actuals and then estimates. The actuals came in and Top Gun didn't win. It was actually Elvis that inched it out pretty well, but by a couple of million. Here, I'll pull it up for you here real quick. So this is This is the deal. Oh, wait, hang on. It would help if I hit share. Whoopsie. Yeah, so there it is right there. So Elvis was number 1. So let me get this big old honking thing off the screen. Yoink. I think we know what the show is called by now. But yeah, there it is. So Elvis got 31.2 million and Top Gun went down to 29.6. They were both tied at 30.5. So once the actuals came in, it did push Top Gun. But look, here's the other crazy thing, and is that is the 5th week for Top Gun only drop, and its percentages of dropping every week are super small, which really means if you go by what the average percentage of a movie drop off is, like say Elvis at 31, they usually drop 40 to 50% the second week. Top Gun's going to make more money than Elvis next week. I mean, I'm just going off of how strong Top Gun has been playing and how much it's been dropping, and it's always been very small. And the biggest movie coming out this weekend is Minions, the what is it, The Rise of Gru, something like that. That has a huge fan base. Like, I know Lightyear didn't do well, but that was kind of a different beast for Disney Pixar. It wasn't a Toy Story movie. It was a movie based on the characters that the kid in Toy Story loves. So, you know, and plus, I think that the audience for Lightyear and those kind of things, they're ingrained to wait for Disney Plus now. They'll just hang out, man. They have the whole family's there. No one wants COVID. So yeah, Lightyear didn't perform like it should. And even though it's probably great. I hear some people watched it, liked it. I guess some didn't, but Minions isn't a Disney product. It's Universal and Illumination. So I think they're definitely going to hit number one. It's a huge family thing. It's July 4th weekend. And yeah, it's just without a doubt, it's going to be number one in my mind, with the potential of Top Gun being still number two in its 6th week. What, guys? I mean, how long has it been since we've seen a movie perform like that? I was saying in my box office thing that the last movie, to my recollection, that was number one for a few weeks, dropped off for a couple of weeks because of new releases. And then the releases after that were getting kind of like lame or thin or nothing special, and jump back up to number one. And that was Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, the first one with The Rock. Because I remember specifically looking at it, I'm like, oh my God, it's number one again. I got like super excited because like that's a really hard and rare thing to see a movie after it's left the number one spot jump back up into it. So let me know if you guys if you recall any other films that have done that, because it's a pretty monumental task for that to happen. All right, let's pop in here and see what's this spicy 4K action. What is going on? What up, Huck? Been so hot in SoCal last few days. Dude, I'm telling you, it has. And when you got no AC, it's even freaking hotter. Everybody's walking around. Remember that scene in Ace Ventura when he comes out of the asshole of the the rhino? It was a rhino, right? And he's all sweating to death, just throwing his underwear. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Just like that. Only without coming out of the rhino's ass. Hey, the monkey. What is happening? Morning. What is the name of your dog? Any update on if Ezra Miller and if that girl has been found yet? Kind of funny. The Flash hasn't been missing, can't be found. I know. At last time I listened, I don't know if they found the girl. I didn't look at any news yesterday because I got a big old whopper of a video I'm cutting for you guys. It's we went to the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures, and if you're a movie lover, I mean, how cool is that thing, right? And my wife and daughter took me there for Father's Day, and I thought, do I want to vlog while I'm here? I'm like, yeah, you know I do. It's a sickness, man. I could not pull out my camera. And because it's such a massive thing, it's taken a while. Plus, I'm also trying to work it in and after work. So, and then you get exhausted. So there's only a little bit you can do, but it's a lot to cover, but I'm super close. I have a feeling that hopefully today or tomorrow it should be finished and I'll be posting that. So yeah, anyway, that's a long way of saying I don't know if they found the girl. That's such a bizarre thing, right? With Ezra Miller. I'll just tag real quick. My dog's name is Cash, and he's a furry little black dude, and he's pretty awesome. He's not a furry little black dude. He's a furry black dog. I sound stupid. I got a furry little black dude over there on the couch. What's up, y'all? Off the rails now. All right. Anyway, back to Ezra Miller. Change the subject. Yeah. So, you know, this guy has the opportunity to have a tentpole franchise. Like they were banking so much on The Flash, and at rumor, it's a phenomenal movie. Michael Keaton came back as the old Batman. I mean, dang, that is so awesome. And there's just so much that people were looking forward to enjoying with this film. So you have three minds, right? And you guys tell me what you think. So for the Warner Brothers and what they have to do. One, you just put it out and make as much money as you can. Because look, let's face it, it is a train wreck and people will go see it regardless of whether it's good or not. They just want to see what this guy is like. Two, you shelve it and never show it, but why would you do that? Because it cost 200 million to make, and the Discovery came in and bought Warner Brothers, and the last thing they want is the first thing they have is to have some $200 million debt that they don't even make a penny back on. Or 3, you just drop it on HBO Max and let people join the service and then watch it there, which isn't really going to get them anything. So, and look, my thing too is, look, Ezra, as much of an a-hole as he's being, that film is so much more than him. You've got Michael Keaton, first of all. You got the girl that, gets a plumb new role to play Supergirl. Like, anytime you get to play a tentpole superhero, that could be life-changing to somebody. You never know. All of these, and then the director and the crew and the writers and everyone that worked on that film is going to bite it in the ass because of Ezra Miller. Like, he doesn't give a shit about everybody else that put in all the hard work and the time to make it a great movie. An actor is just one piece of that. Without a great script, well directed, good effects, so all the whole thing coming together, the crew doing their job, and everything's on point. And he's just one of those things. Now, unfortunately, he is the spearhead. He's the figurehead, the face of that franchise. So that becomes your problem. But if it were me, I would just release it. Just release it, man. For the sake of everybody else that's in the movie and did their job and did such a great job, I think they deserve that film to be out and to be seen. And then you can recast his ass in the next movie. We do it all the time. We cast Bruce Banner 3 times in the Hulk movies, right? I mean, you had Eric Bana and then Edward Norton and then finally Mark Ruffalo. And he's great. So, and no one complained. And the Hulk is one of the hugest Marvel characters ever. So, and we all were fine. So yeah, just figure a way to recast and we'll be good. All right. Cody says it's beautiful down here. Lovely 70 degrees. Whoa. Going to be blazing in a few hours. Yeah. Enjoy the 70 degrees while you have it. Movies and Train says, I heard Top Gun made it into the $1 billion club. It sure did, my friend. So happy to reach that milestone. It's funny because I'd put a couple of weeks ago in the box office breakdown, I knew it was going to hit it. I just did not think it was going to hit it over the weekend because it was at 886 million worldwide. So I'm like, okay, that means it's got to make about, 115 million. I said, yeah, it'll come close, but it'll probably do that in 2 weeks. What you talking about, Huck? No way. It's Top Gun. It doesn't play by anybody's rules. So enough people shot to the theater over the weekend, even though it still came in second. It killed it. And yeah, it's a $1 billion club movie. It's the first $1 billion movie for Tom Cruise. It's one of his best reviewed and best movies that has legs. And in fact, all of his Mission Impossible movies are really solid films. Like, just the more and more he does, the better they get, because Tom just wants you to see good movies. And Top Gun Maverick is a product of that desire, man. So yeah, I can't wait for this to come out on physical media. I'm just going to scoop that up because I'm a nut. Oh, you saw Black Phone on Saturday. I highly recommend. Yeah, I've been reading all kinds of good stuff about Black Phone. Tim Talks Talkies. Is he here yet? No, he posted a little great review on Instagram about, he was checking out the book and then he went and saw the movie. And yeah, and it's not just a good Ethan Hawke film. This is what he said. But the kids in the movie, like, and I say this too, if you have a bad kid and a kid is a pivotal part of a movie and they're not good, the whole thing hinges on how good that kid can be. I don't know if anybody see Obi-Wan Kenobi, the show on Disney Plus. So we all watch it here. What I do love is that having Disney Plus, I have a 14-year-old daughter, is she's game for any Star Wars and any Marvel product. As long as it comes out, she's like, sure, I'll watch it with you guys. And which I love. I love that she's okay with that. And then, in turn, we watch stuff she loves. So for example, I'm wearing this Jurassic Park t-shirt to remind myself to tell you. So there's a cartoon out called Camp Cretaceous. Has anyone seen that? It's all based on Jurassic World, and it takes place between Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And it's these kids that go to Jurassic World because it's amazing, and then they get stuck on the island. And the entire series is about the kids being stuck on the island. And we're on season 3 right now. Like we're plowing through it. So anyway, I digress. Let's get back to Kenobi. The little girl playing Princess Leia is excellent, in my opinion. I think she's so good. Like when you watch her, I'm just like, she's kind of captivating. This little kid has got really good acting chops. And I'm like, man, I don't know where somebody that young can be that good, but she's great. And so, according to Tim, I hear the kids in Black Phone equally good. Like they make it or break it. So, so yeah, if you saw that, let's see. What did you, Scaps? I want to get back to that. So what did you think of the kids, Scaps? I'm putting it out to you. Were they make or break? Were they awesome? Because I mean, it does. They are sort of like the victims of Ethan Hawke. So you gotta like them. Hey, it's Holland. What's up, Holland Oates? Still love that name, bro. Good morning. Good morning, Hawk. Good morning, man. Good to have you here. Toss stuff out at me. We're just talking about whatever. The monkey is here. Hey, what's up, the monkey? He says, if they released The Crow back in the 90s, they will release it, but you know that press tour will be a complete and total nightmare for everyone involved. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. It will be, you know, and it's just, they're all going to have to get through it. And look, maybe you do this on the press tour. Maybe Ezra Miller isn't even part of it. Your guy who is the Flash, you just lean everything onto Michael Keaton, right? Just have him as your face for the Flash, right? Have Batman be the face for the Flash. Yes, it's going to get, you know, negative feedback. There's going to be people out there bitching and moaning. It's like, just look, as long as we know everyone's okay right now, like whatever relationship he has with that girl, we all just hope that it's not something super creepy. Well, it's already kind of creepy, but that everything ends well. We don't want, you know, bad stuff to happen. I'll just leave it at that. In which case it'll just be a lot of negativity towards the movie. But if bad shit happens, then I think that movie's just going to get shut down. Like that's what I say. If worse comes to worse, that we'll never see it. Sadly. Hey, what's up? Mega Mike, the movie man. What's going on, buddy? Always happy to stop by and support. And I'm glad you're here, man. Still excited for the Flash movie. My favorite DC comic hero of all time. Yeah, man. Look, let me show you this, guys. This is how much I love the Flash. That's my drinking glass today, man. You know, Ezra Miller ain't gonna keep me from not loving my Flash glass. Iced tea, man. Every day. It's my jam. So excited for the movie, best hero of all time. I think the movie is still going to be enjoyable, and I agree with needing it to. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm gonna just put it out. We all want to see it. Let's just check it out, and you know, cross our fingers, man. Let's just go. Let's go. There's a lot of great actors out there. So if Ezra is done after this, that's okay. And it's too bad too, because look, I'll just say, despite anything like this going on stuff, he was really good as the Flash in those movies. He's very funny. He's got good charm to him. Clearly that charm has gotten him a few things, probably gotten him into trouble, but then his temper's also gotten him in trouble. But he's really good. And the trailer, from what I've seen, he looks fantastic in the part. So yeah, let's just get it out there. Let's get it out there and reward everyone that worked on that film. Good morning, everybody. Anthony's Horror and More says, hey man, we are so glad to see you here as always. And Rob Romano, hey, what's going on, man? What up, Huck? Hey, Anthony. Everyone's just saying, hey, keep that love going, y'all. I love it. What do you and your daughter think of Ms. Marvel series? Oh, well, here's the thing. We've only seen the first episode, but it was begrudging. That was the one, like, it just didn't seem like, she's like, like, you know, and I get it. You know, when you kind of look at it, it's like, is it just a kid wearing a, you know, Halloween costume? I said, look, I feel the same way, but every Marvel show has been really good. And let's just watch the first episode. If it's not our bag, we'll move on. Well, we watched the first episode and we liked it. You know, we really liked it. It was pretty good, you know. Where will it rank in all the Marvel shows? Who knows? But it was solid. It was kind of a cute, enjoyable. It definitely plays to that generation, which is really nice when you have a 14-year-old like that and you just got the whole, you know, relationship. And when people are using like texting on the phone and stuff, like the answer will appear like in the street or a window in the neon sign. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, it's very clever. I love that kind of clever, you know, additions into a thing. So yeah, so I will say that we like it for right now, having only seen episode 1. I think we will definitely check the whole thing out. Have you seen it, Monkey? What'd you think? Maybe you got it further down. Anyway, chime in. Let me know if you've seen it. Maybe you've asked because you've seen it, or you're just curious because I have a kid and want to know her take. But yeah, we're digging it so far. Anthony says, hey, Rob. And there it is. Everybody's saying, hey, good morning. Holland says, good morning to Rob and Anthony. Let's see. It says, good morning, Holland Oates. Scav says, all the kids were excellent. Okay, cool. The two mains, but also supporting kids too. Man, that's where it's at. You know, when you get out on a limb, it's like they say, never work with kids and animals because you never know what you're going to get. But when you get some awesome kids and awesome animals, it shows. It shows that you've got the cream of the crop. Anthony's Horace says, did you get the True Romance? I did. Let's see, what's today? Tuesday? Yeah, I mean, I pre-ordered it. Didn't come in yet. Like I see everybody else getting their pre-orders like a day or two in advance. I'm like, where's my copy? But yeah, it looks pretty sweet. When it comes in, I will show it off to you guys. I will show you these. Check these out. So during the buy two, get one free for Target, I picked up some of these things. First, I'll just show you. I got Heart and Souls, old Robert Downey Jr. movie, and I love these little VHS retro slipcovers. So, but I'm not like one of these, I got to have them all kind of thing, which is the problem because a lot of the ones that Mill Creek puts out are just garbage movies. Like, I don't care. It's like, all right, Hard Bodies, The Freshman. It's like, what? I mean, so there's only like 2 or 3, but this one I really enjoyed. So it just came in yesterday. And the other, and it's funny too, because they're all, the movies are coming from different places because this one came in by itself. Another one came in separately, and they're all part of the 3 that I bought. And one of them that I got was this one. And I'm only going to show you the slipcover, and I'll tell you why. So here's Meatballs. I love the slipcover, and I'll tell you about this in a second. This is a Walmart slipcover. But Meatballs was one of the 3. So I got that, Meatballs, and Raising Arizona, which I've really wanted. And those 2 are just like on the snail train. Like it says it'll be here by July 1st. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, this one beat you guys by like, days. So yeah. And so I've always wanted this one because I really like Meatballs. When Harold Ramis passed away, we always like to honor like these legends when they pass away, and we pop in something we love. And, the easy one with Harold Ramis would have been Ghostbusters or Stripes, but I just wanted to see something different. And so we popped in Meatballs, which he wrote. I'm trying to see if he directed. I want to say Ivan Reitman. Either Ivan Reitman or Harold Ramis directed this. Yeah, of course they don't put any of the credits on the back. But anyway, so the slipcover I got off of eBay. He had this, and actually have Airplane that he was selling like these particular ones all by themselves. So I'm like, dude, no way. Because to get this with the slip was like $33. And of course I got Meatballs with the buy 2 get one. So it was like $6 for Meatballs and about $6 for the slip. So kind of for less than getting the whole package on eBay, I just simply got the slip. So the slip is just waiting for the movie to go inside, and I'm super excited. So those are the things that literally just came in yesterday. All the other crap, if you want to see it, I just posted that insane haul video that's going to hold me for a while, And it's funny because they're still trickling in. Like all these were supposed to be there for that video, but I'm like, I can't wait. It just keeps piling up. And then, if you wait for these, then you're just going to buy more. You got to wait for us. At some point, you just got to make that video, y'all. You just gotta. All right, let's get back to it. So yeah, so I do have True Romance coming. Cannot wait. Obi-Wan was pretty good, disappointing to me. But the kid who played Leia was quite good, and not as good as Ewan McGregor for sure, but still good in her role. Yeah, I mean, she's 10, and he's like, it's so funny because we were talking about Ewan McGregor's age, and that he feels way off from Alec Guinness. He feels like, because if Leia is 10, right? She's 10 in the show. Carrie Fisher was only like 19 when she played Princess Leia. So in 9 years, she's going to be Carrie Fisher, right? So that's like, okay, so you add 9 or 10 more years to Ewan McGregor, and I'm thinking, oh, man, he ages like 40 years from where he is now to Alec Guinness in Star Wars. Nope. Apparently he is right on age. Alec Guinness, I think, was 64. He just looked old. Like back in the day, old dudes looked old, and Ewan McGregor is just a little more than 10 years younger. So age-wise, it does actually add up to Alec Guinness, right? How insane is that? So it's just visually, he's going to have to do some real crusting because, yeah, visually he does not look like he's going to be that guy. But I mean, he's having some rough time. But I like them to bring it back because here's the thing. Since the kids are 10 now, right? And in Obi-Wan, no real spoilers here. Just, I mean, if you've seen trailers, you know that Vader's in the show. My thing is, he's still super pissed off. Vader's just super pissed. And everything between Obi-Wan and Vader, it's always just a pissed off lightsaber fight. I would find it fascinating if they just stopped for a second and just let the two speak. Like, come up with some really good dialogue. There's just no good dialogue between them. It's just, Obi-Wan, oh, I trusted you. You were my friend. And that's all where it seems like we're ever going to get. And then when he's in the Empire stuff, he's just pissed off telling people, where is he? Let's go. Let's get it. It's just like a vendetta thing with Vader. And there's no, like in the Empire, he had such lofty language, lofty dialogue. And even as short as his lines may be, things that he said were just great to listen to. So I hope there's another season of Obi-Wan, and I hope we get a little bit more dialogue out of Vader and not just, wanting to do some ass whooping, because that does look good. I do like good ass whooping. So here we go. Cody says, what if this is a marketing gimmick and Reverse Flash is trying to make Ezra Miller's Flash seem responsible for all these crimes? Now that's meta. Not the case, but a funny thought. That is pretty funny. And somebody's acting that out right now. Look, I'm Ezra Miller, the Reverse Flash. The monkey says, don't worry, it picks up in episode 3. It's a slow burn. Oh, okay, from Ms. Marvel. Yeah. Good, yeah. Well, and it's funny because even though I can tell it is a slow burn, but you know what? If you saw Moon Knight, anybody watch Moon Knight? That was a slow burn too. In fact, you got a lot more Moon Knight at the beginning of Moon Knight and a lot less of Moon Knight near the end. Is there Moon Knight in the Moon Knight show? There's a lot of, that's the one thing I'll say about the Batman that came out. I've said this before. I didn't think that, Robert Pattinson was a great Bruce Wayne. He's very forgettable. Like, he's just some greasy, emoting, mopey dude. But he was really good as Batman, and he was suited up as Batman a lot in those almost 3 hours. So that was good, because you do go see a superhero movie for the superhero. And like I said, Moon Knight kind of stopped showing up in his own show for a while. But good, Ms. Marvel. So we'll keep at it for sure. Maybe we'll at least see 1 or 2 more before next week, and we can talk more about it. Rob says, hey to Holland. All right, so the monkey says, let's just say the people that came out last Wednesday will have Tim Talks Talkies tapping his foot at a certain part. Good. I saw like a little inside scoop there just for Tim. So, Tim, you're probably listening in your truck as you make deliveries. God bless you, my friend, for getting all those packages out to people like us. We thank you, my good friend. Scap says, I thought Kenobi started slow, but then picked up at the end. Yep. Yeah, it was definitely, when the first episode starts off and Obi-Wan's just like a beat up old dude who's kind of out of practice, you're like, this isn't quite where I thought the show was going to start. But yeah, so it's like, so Obi-Wan's just going to let that dude get killed. Oh, yeah, if you haven't seen it, I won't tell you who the dude was, but I'm like, Obi-Wan's just watching that dude, got a lightsaber to his neck. You going to use your little force or something there? Anyway. But yeah, I mean, okay, so here's the other thing. And this spoils nothing other than to tell you what the hell has happened to the Force. I mean, seriously, I get that Marvel's the big thing and superheroes are a big thing, but the Force in Obi-Wan has turned into a superpower. Like, I mean, I get it. It kind of is, but no. The Force has never been what it is now. I mean, the Force literally has built-in GPS. That's it. I'm just going to say it. It's got GPS. Like, the Force usually was a thing you could sense, like Vader could sense Obi-Wan, right? And even in the original thing, he's like, I sense a presence I've not felt since, and he pauses and then walks away. Like, he even had to kind of question what that was, right? That's how subtle the Force is, right? It can detect. But I mean, this thing, the third sister's running around. And she's just like, huh. And it's like literally a GPS. It takes her like, she's trying to chase Leia. Leia's down this tunnel. She just stops and goes, and then, I mean, goes outside of the tunnel and then shows up at the place she's supposed to be. I'm like, how does she know? Oh, she used the Force because, that person had the Force probably, and she could sense a little. I go, no. Yeah, you can't stop making excuses of how powerful the Force is. Yeah, the Force is absolutely ridiculous. Now, I'm like, if you guys watch Obi-Wan, you're like, oh, wow, the Force is amazing. Now, and yeah, I think they took a lot of liberty with that, especially with like the new JJ Star Wars films, like when Rey's trying to stop the ship and then, Kylo's trying to stop the same one and it explodes because they both got their hands on it. There's a little bit of that in this, but it's like Vader can just grab a ship and just slam it around like a toy. I'm like, wow, like I get it. He's Vader. But yeah. Anyway, check it out. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I'm pretty much burned out on most superhero movies. Yeah, I know. It's getting and I know we're all here probably superhero lovers, but yeah, it's getting the special thing like Marvel's 23 film arc that ended beautifully with Endgame almost seems like it should have ended the superhero genre for a while, right? Because it's like, man, that was really good. Nothing will ever be as good as that. And I feel that too. Like Marvel's never going to tap that again because they're also using all these B characters now. Like if you don't have any Iron Man and Captain America and now you're second stage Avengers, who's that going to be? They're saying young Avengers. So is that going to be Haley Steinfeld? Is it Steinfeld? I always thought it was Haley Seinfeld. I thought she was Jerry Seinfeld's daughter. I'm like, I mean, his daughter's really good. No, it's Steinfeld. So it's like, oh, it just always heard Seinfeld when people said her name. Anyway, so she's going to be one of the new Avengers, and it's going to be like these young Avengers. But it's like, yeah, but we kind of still want to see like like Ant-Man and all the other guys there and Hawkeye. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be using the older people because you've also not priced yourself out because Marvel's got more money than anybody. So I don't think any of those actors are priced themselves out. If they wanted Robert Downey Jr. back, they would pay the $50 million or whatever it would take to Robert or Chris Evans. They'll pay that, even Chris Hemsworth is still playing Thor. So I'm wondering if that's his swan song though, right? Because in Thor, you do get to see that, Guardians of the Galaxy bit buttoned up, which is a little weird because I thought we would get a Guardians movie before we would get Thor. So that would have been buttoned up in their movie and they drop Thor off and they go have an adventure. So yeah, poor Guardians. It is so long between those movies. The last one. And I mean, was it going to be 2024 before the next Guardians? It's going to start to show in those actors, man. Whew. Anywho, so yeah, superhero fatigue. I think we all feel it. Monkey says, as far as Obi-Wan, I lost my shit when we see a Dark Force cameo in the last minute of the episode, respecting your no spoil. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm with you. We will. Yeah, but still, it's like, okay. And now, yeah, there's got to be more. Yeah, they said this is a limited series. Usually when we say limited series, that means this is done. But I heard that when Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen were at the D23, the Disney thing where they talk about everything that are coming out. They were on the stage. He goes, I'd like to welcome out Hayden Christensen. And everyone's like, everybody's losing their mind. Like, yeah, Hayden's back. And I also come to learn that like Hayden wasn't the one always in the Vader costume. Like I just would have done that. Like, I get it. We don't hear your voice. We don't see your face, but you do get to be Vader. So, but no, I heard it was mostly stuntmen and just people with presence. Like there was one guy who was the fighter, like who could sword fight really well. That was one stuntman. And then there was just the one that could walk with a very imposing walk. That was the other Vader. And then whenever the mask would come off or come open or whatever, that naturally was Hayden, which there wasn't much of. So, but yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so everybody went crazy. And Ewan had said, we hope you enjoy episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Have a good night. I was like, what? 7, 8, 9, 10, so, and more, or something like that. So he was alluding to the fact that there's going to be more. And I don't think Disney would let him say that if it weren't true. Or it's a great tease and everyone lost their mind and everyone's going to forget he said it. But he said it. He did say it. And we all believe Ewan McGregor, right? Everything he says is true. I don't know him. All right, Scab says the Force is so powerful, but no one figured out later. See? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is it has omnipresence. You can do anything with the Force. And in this show, easily Vader should have known Leia was Force sensitive. He should have known he was I'm just telling you guys, this is how the Force is working in this show. You can just look at someone and go, ha, daughter, ha, son, like that's just how it's working in this show. But yeah, I mean, clearly there are things they leave out for convenience because you can't like screw up the canon of the original 3 films too much. But yeah, right? I mean, Scabs, we're going all day. I'm with you on that. That is horse shit. Right? Come on. What the hell is that? Cody says, you think season 2 of Kenobi will be about Darth Maul hunting down Obi-Wan? Oh yeah, where you like stitching back together, and he Force goos his innards back together. I mean, seriously. I mean, I know he comes back in Clone Wars and all that, but how do you get cut in half? And you know why you get cut in half and you can come back? Because people love you, damn it. People love that Darth Maul son bitch. It gets double-sided lightsaber and starts wheeling it around and bitch slapping Kenobi and Qui-Gon around, no problem. That's still hands down one of my favorite lightsaber fights. When they're at it and Ewan McGregor's caught in those little things, and he's just waiting, and you see it in his face. And when that thing drops and he hauls ass and he flips the thing around like he's such a showman, and they go at it. God dog, y'all, I'm getting excited thinking about it. When I saw that, I'm like, oh, like your eyes flop out of your head. And the choreography between those two was just stunning. It was like a Jackie Chan fight. Like if you blink, you're going to miss a cool move. And I mean, that would be the one thing that whenever I got, so I'm getting all super excited over a lightsaber fight, that I would just put that scene in and watch it. And it's too bad that because George was always cutting between different things. So it's like the lightsaber fight, the Padme stuff, and the Anakin stuff. It's like 1, 2, 3, back to fight. 1, 2, 3, back to fight. It's like, stop interrupting the fight. I just would love to see it all the way through. So yeah, man. I mean, that's fine. You get a little rematch between him and Darth Maul. I mean, and here's the thing too. It's still not going to end well for Maul because Obi-Wan has to live for Star Wars. So that is the other thing. Your brain tells you, well, Obi-Wan can get hurt and he's going to be in danger, but you can't kill Obi-Wan. That's the thing. I mean, one, why would you? People are like, oh, so you gave us this show to kill Obi-Wan? So, I mean, that's not going to happen because we already know what happens to Obi-Wan. So it's how you get to that point where Obi-Wan is that is exciting, hopefully. Dude, I'd be down with that, though. Well, like as much hokiness as it is and fan service as it is, I mean, to put Maul and Ewan isn't nearly as youthful as he was 20 years ago, but he can still pull it off. Ewan McGregor's got skills, man. I like that guy. Darth Maul fight with Kenobi happens in TV show. Oh, so I mean, it actually happens in the TV show. But still, we want to see a live action version. Superhero fatigue. Go watch The Boys. Yeah, The Boys is really good. I haven't started watching it yet because we have so many things we're trying to watch. Like I said, my daughter likes to watch Camp Cretaceous. She wants to show us that. We just finished Obi-Wan, so that was ours. So once these are done, then I get to jump on The Boys. Like wife and daughter don't really care about that. Well, certainly not going to show my daughter The Boys, especially with I heard about the hero-gasm. I don't know what happens, but it sounds pretty wild. Yeah. So yeah, The Boys, y'all, if you haven't seen The Boys, I've seen seasons 1 and 2. They're freaking phenomenal. It gets you out of all that, the sparkly, glittery goodness, the Twilight goodness, if you will, of all the superhero movies, even like Batman and stuff like that. And it just obliterates it. My thing too, Cody, is since you clearly watch The Boys, is when you've established a character like Homelander, my thing is every time I see Homelander, I just think he's going to light his eyes up and murder people. Like every time, because he can, and he has, and he does. So I'm just like, there's this tension every time his face is on the screen. I'm like, and that guy, acts Homelander really well. I'm like, he just has murder written on his face, even when he's like trying to smile and, you know, and please the crowd. And he's all about wanting that crowd pleasure. Yeah. Oh man, the boys. I should like watch those and we'll have a conversation, and maybe we'll do a spoilerific conversation. You know, tell everybody join in Monday, you know, Tuesday morning, and we'll just rip into the boys. Hey, Joe Joker, what's going on? Hey, greetings from the work van. Wow, from the work van. Ooh, that sounds so secretive. Don't go into the van, guys. Cool, man. Yeah, keep me on your work van. You know, if you got any like intel, you know, patch it through right here. We'll put it up. I'll share the screen. That's cool. I don't even know, like the work van. See, now I want to know more about Joe Joker's job, man. He's got a work van. All right. He's FBI, y'all. Brent says he's picking up King Ralph and mostly pre-orders with the Target sales. Yeah. So the King Ralph, yeah, that also has the VHS cover, right? If I recall seeing that. So I don't know that movie. Actually, I don't think I've even seen it. I do like John Goodman, but I haven't seen that. So maybe that's worthy of the slipcover as well. I will say Obi-Wan, the show made me hate droids. Those are so I don't understand why. Hate droids. Trying to figure out why. I'll ponder that one. Why you would hate droids. I'm sure it'll click in my head in a second. Oh. What's going on, Jad Runner? What's up, everyone? Glad to have you here, man. Pepper us with stuff. Talking about Star Wars right now. All kinds of fun stuff to talk about. How would you rank the Star Wars movies? Woo, girl. Look at you, man. Swatting that hornet's nest. Well, for me, it's just easy that the originals, and it's all about how old you are, what are their places in your life, and what they mean. So for me, it's absolutely the first three are the first three. So I would say probably Empire. Empire and Star Wars always go back and forth. But because George effed with Empire less, it shows you just how perfect that movie is. Even though he's, you know, gave it to Irvin Kershner, who just blew it away. So probably go Empire, Star Wars, Jedi, Revenge of the Sith. And then actually, as trouble-filled as it was, I had a blast with Star Wars The Force Awakens because it did bring the characters back, and I also didn't know that they were going to F up my favorite characters shortly thereafter. So if I can, you know, just base it on the film and how I felt when I saw it, I'd put that after Sith. And then I'd probably just literally bounce back to the prequels and go Phantom Menace, because there was a lot of excitement going to see that again, getting back out to see Star Wars in the cinema again. So there's a lot of that sort of wrapped up into viewing of that, as much as you want to rag on Jar Jar and poor Jake Lloyd, poor kid. See, Jake Lloyd was, you know, not a product of the best kid you could have picked, but there you go. And then I would just go ahead and jump up to The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, because God damn, Rise of Skywalker, like is much like I had with like The Last Jedi. It's like I thought that was half really good and then half like, what are we doing? Like, why are we on this planet? It just felt like one of those things where you're like, okay, let's do what we do in all the Star Wars movies. Let's break all the teams up so we have all these storylines going on. It's like, I know George created that, but it's like, you know, you can think outside the box. And he did. I mean, Ryan did a lot of stuff in that I didn't like about characters either. I'm just going to assume everybody's seen it, so I don't care. We're just going to talk about spoilers. So at the end of The Last Jedi, you choose to kill Luke, right? In a very, you know, he sacrificed himself and all that. But you already knew we lost Carrie Fisher, right? And so that's your chance to rewrite that ending and let Luke is the story. I mean, they say, oh, no, it's actually Anakin's story. Well, not really, because we don't really have Anakin in the last three movies, you know, but it's the whole Skywalker family, really. But so anyway, so Luke, you needed to save one of the original actors, one of the characters for that last film. You already killed off Han Solo. So you needed, and you know you've lost Carrie Fisher, so you need to retain Mark Hamill so that he can somehow hit us with all those feels and do some big, amazing, wonderful wrap up with that character. Like, imagine if Luke would have showed up to help Rey defeat Palpatine at the end. I'm like, that's the kind of feels I'm talking about. Because look, at the end also, absolutely ridiculous that it was the Emperor. That is lazy ass writing. Really, the Emperor, we threw him down a thing and roasted him. Like, again, the Force can only do so much. That thing he got thrown down and that obliterated his body. So anyway, look what you started, man. I'm not a Star Wars rant. You know what? I haven't done a Star Wars rant in any of my videos, so it's kind of fun. But yeah, so that kind of ending and through line that it's she's and nobody wanted Rey to be a Palpatine kid. And then she adopts the Skywalker thing because she feels she's no, screw that. No, she should have been a Skywalker. See, it's all these things. So the last two, the more I sit on them, they just piss me off. Yeah, as good as they are, as good as they look, and some of the great things that they did, they also did a lot of things crappy. So there you go. Hey, I'll stop my Star Wars rant right there. Did anyone else think Obi-Wan played a lot of baseball during the show, during the lightsaber fight? Yeah, he had some real like home run swings, like hurrah! Yeah. Vader's still trying to show off with that one arm bullshit too. Did you see that? When he first started fighting Obi-Wan, he was just toying with him with the one hand. I'm like, oh, look at him, man. It's like, I get it. He did that to Luke because he knew Luke was a youngling who, he hadn't come out of his shell yet. But I mean, he has fought Obi-Wan. He knows Obi-Wan's a bad, like to Vader. How does Vader know? Again, it's that Force superpower. He knows that the Force that Obi-Wan sucks, right? I mean, how would you know? You should come in with two hands, but maybe after that first baseball swinging, he just thought to himself, Obi-Wan, yeah, I'll just one hand your ass. That'll be all it needs. Ken, what's going on? Hook, Ken, watch your Kino, you son bitch. Now my cart's all full. Shit, man, what you do? You feed the beast, baby. I got my cart sitting over here, cresting like $150. I'm like you though. I'll go back and revisit that thing, But yeah, I was just watching all last night. I'm like, oh, wait, that movie? I didn't think about that film. Dang, those sales, man. See, I get what you're saying, man. You're gonna take a pass on the Criterion, and so we can crush it on these Kinos. I'm with you, man. Like I said, if I get a Criterion, I think I'm only gonna get the Shaft. I'm only gonna get the Shaft. Well. Shaft, no just gonna get Shaft. And then yeah, that Kino sale looks crazy, man. It looks crazy. And did you dude, I saw that on your thing. I was like, I'm so glad I never bought that horrible box set. It reminds me, it's just so, God, that artwork on that box set is god awful. It looks like somebody's kid said, look, I drew Star Trek. I'm like, kid, give me that thing. And they scanned it and they made it the cover. I'm like, it's like all this absolute iconic imagery you can use for the cover of these 4Ks. You chose, and I'm sorry to the artist who drew that, but man, no, I'm sorry. It's a good thing to have in a book. So you turn the page, you go, oh, that's a nice thing. But to be on the cover of the 4Ks that you have on your shelf, like, yeah, this represents Star Trek. No. But yeah, I know I was in your head when you were mentioning all those Star Treks. He's thinking, oh, Huck wants all of these. And I do love, dude, that all of those covers are like the classic movie posters. That's what it's just like the new indie steelbooks that are coming out. Why didn't they do that to begin with? Why didn't Star Trek do this to begin with? Like, stick to those classic covers that just give you all the feels to own. And they look great. Like, those covers look boss, man. So, yeah, I am definitely considering picking those up, Ken. You know me. I got to get those 4Ks. And yeah, I think those would be the ones I want to get. I don't want that butt ugly box. And plus, the box goes 1 through 4. I'm sorry. Does the Shatner cast not go through 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. Yes, he cameos in the 7th one and with the ribbon and, he gets shot by a, Clockwork Orange guy. whatever. That's not part of their 6, so it should be 1 through 6. That's your original cast. Boom, done. And then do another box set of your Next Generation cast. Now you've sort of done this weird 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to. So it looks like to me, by doing this, Ken, is they've abandoned the whole, okay, now let's put it at a 4, 5, 6 box set. Like, who's going to want that shit? That's terrible grouping. And then the last 3 are just the Next Generation. Yeah, but the 6th one is also the Next Generation. It's just 4 movies. Yeah. So I feel like they totally hosed themselves on this first pass and like, yeah, that was dumb. So now they're just releasing everything individually at 4K. That's what I'm down with. There was a beautiful 10, like if you saw this 10 movie steelbook collection of Star Trek. Oh, girl, that thing was pretty. And all the steelbooks also had all those classic covers on them. Dang. Yeah, I missed out on that boat. Now it's like 300 up on eBay. What's up, Michael? Hey, Hook. Hey, man. Yeah, we've been chatting it up. Michael's been picking up a few titles lately. Stranger Things. Oh, Scaps. See, that's another thing. See, I love my daughter so much, man, because she loves all this shit. She loves it. I love that she can't wait to watch the end of, and we are into Stranger Things, man. Absolutely. I know that there are people probably giving up. Not us, man, from the get-go. So we'd actually watched Stranger Things season 1 together. And then she started hearing around school, everyone was watching Stranger Things, got to see it. And this is like young, y'all. Like you think kids can't handle stuff. Yeah, she was like 10 or something when we started watching it. But everyone was watching it and she was feeling left out. And when she said, can we watch Stranger Things together? Like that, I was like, oh, you mean I get to watch this again? Like it just gave me the excuse to rewatch it. And I mean, it was just as good. And that's just season 1 to watch that again right through. And it's a great show when it ends and you just want to hit play on the next one, but it's late. You got to get your ass to bed and get up for work and all that stuff. But you want to, because to me, there are not a lot of shows on TV that make me do that. I like a lot of shows on TV, but there are very few that make me want to hit play and get into that next episode immediately. So I'm in, man. Stranger Things. My wife's birthday is on the 2nd. So it depends on what all is going on the 1st and the 2nd. So it'll probably be into the next week when we jump on those last 2. But we're going to see them. Heck yeah. Just avoid those spoilers, everybody. Hey, look, My Killer Podcast here. What's up, Mel? What's up, girl? It's going to be heated tonight, y'all. That's right. We got ourselves a trivia contest. It's going to be awesome. Please, if you guys have not seen, join us tonight at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. We are going to have a humdinger of a trivia battle. Let's see if we can just show you this lineup, y'all. It's going to be boss, y'all. So here you go. So tonight, right there. There you go. Let me get that off for you, Mel. Hold on, y'all. So you can see it all nice and clean. There it is. So these are the players tonight. Take the ticker off. It's going to be great. Killer Podcast, Mika, Side Hustle, Movie Buff Grant. It's going to be excellent. We got all kinds of new stuff that's going to be in the show tonight. Cannot wait to showcase and debut some of these new games. And of course, the intro. You guys want to taste? Oh, yeah, I know you do, man. I know you do. Like this is called a tease because every time we finish up a new episode, I got to squeeze some extra goodness in there. So as a tease tonight, here is your new intro. Take it away. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
I started off strong, but my wheels fell right off.
Already? Right.
Wow.
Oh, mic drop.
What y'all think? I get y'all pumped up, ready for some trivia tonight. I'm excited, man. I spent a lot of time on this one, so I do hope you all enjoy it. It's going to be really, really good. Wow, where did the people start chiming in? Hang on, I've lost my place. I'll get there. So yeah, what you guys think? That's I'm telling you, man. It's exciting. It's going to be an exciting night, Mel. You're going to do great. Everyone's going to do great. Everyone's nervous, but y'all going to be great. Mid-level says they need to pick up the boys. Yeah, man. They even have the Blu-ray set. You can get like 1 and 2 all in the same thing. And it's got a great slip because it's got like, you know, Carl Urban on the front and then Homelander on the back. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like sometimes it's like, sometimes you got to commit to getting through stuff, but I enjoyed The Boys. The Boys is one where it's like, when I see one, I don't have to like jump right on the next one, but I'm happy to get to the next one. Hey man, Kent says, what's up to Anthony? Joe Joker's like, if you want to see the actor who plays Homelander in a completely different character, I would highly recommend the show Banshee. Oh yeah, he was in Banshee. It wasn't that a Showtime or Stars or something like that. So yeah, I haven't seen it because I didn't have whatever service that was on. I didn't have that. I want to say it was Showtime, but you know, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Try pondering this, Huck. Alrighty, a Disney Plus Wookiee TV series, right? Just that for like an hour. He just bitch slaps like other Wookiees. I'm like, all right. Yeah, we got that in the holiday special. I don't think I need a whole series of that, but although, I mean, look, it'd be nice to see a Wookiee or two show up. That'd be kind of fun. But you know what they would do, though? They would make a cartoon of that. I think, what is dinging? My stuff's lighting up over there. Anyway, so sorry, my cell phone's dinging. Rise of Skywalker had no right being that bad. JJ did an awesome job. Rise of Skywalker had no right being that bad. He did an awesome job. So it was bad, but he did an awesome job. Because it was bad. He did an awesome job like bringing the series back, so he shouldn't have screwed it up. That's kind of what I'm going to take away with that is JJ did an awesome job bringing the series back, but it shouldn't have been that. Okay. Well, I think you liked it. Maybe that's what I'm getting from that is you liked it. So Anthony Sormore says to Joe Joker, Banshee is so damn good. All right, there you all go. There's a recommendation right there from the Morning Mug is check out Banshee. Star Wars is a product of its time. Can we move on already? Mel, you don't want no part of this. That's right. Scap says, I like The Boys, but when it gets disgusting, it really gets gross. Sometimes crosses the line with me. Yeah, it does push those boundaries, man. It doesn't hold back. And I haven't seen this season, but I hear it's pretty line crossing. Joe Joker says to Anthony, hell yeah, that show has some of the best action mixed with actual good writing. That was amazing. Mm-hmm. Mel says, my lips are sealed. Not even a fan of the franchise. Ooh, girl. You know, I kind of love when people aren't fans of stuff that everyone's a fan of. I really do. It's like, you know, you don't need to be. Yeah, it's like if it didn't hit you, if you didn't even see any, that just cracks me up. I have a friend of mine, like, and usually everybody says, oh, all guys love it. No, I actually have a friend who has not watched Star Wars either. And he's like, no, I don't care. Oh, wait, no, I take that back. Maybe it's Star Trek. It's one of the stars he hasn't seen, and he doesn't care to go there. So there you go, man. Everybody has their own thing. Hopefully you get to order before me this time. Dude, I mean, right? Look, it's okay, man. I finally got that slipcover for Man on the Moon. Let's see. All right, here, I'll just, what the heck? We'll give you a peek. I don't know if this is, let's see. So this is kind of what's floating in the cart right now. I don't even know what this is. A fistful of dynamite? Duck, you sucker. This, because it's super cheap. It's a Bette Midler movie, Death on the Nile, The Apartment, Pritzi's Honor, Space Camp, Amazon Women on the Moon. That's a good price for that. That's a star-studded thing. Evil Under the Sun. I like these old, Hercule Poirot movies, and these are the old ones. Like Kenneth Branagh did the 2 new ones, and these are like the originals: Death on the Nile and Evil Under the Sun. Old Tom Cruise losing it. My Science Project. I know there's a 4K out there, but $9 and Night Gallery. So yeah, that's the kind of like garbage I'm just throwing in my cart right now. I like, am I going to get any of that, all of that, none of that? I don't know. That's why it's in the cart, Ken. You know, that's how we do. You just load the cart and then you got to sit on it. You got to sit, rethink. I mean, I just got all of those movies recently, and I'm like, I feel like I need a break from that kind of, click. Like, what if I just whittle it down to 4 movies? Well, wouldn't that be a thing? Let's see, what is that? That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11. I should whittle 11 down to 4. That would be that would probably be acceptable, as long as the 4 aren't like all 4 highest ones. Like Night Gallery is $30. I always put Night Gallery in there, and then I never get it. Let's see. He also says favorite TV show of the year so far. I mean, kind of got to go whether it's limited or not. Like, I can use them all, like stuff that's on Netflix and all that. I mean, have to go Stranger Things, man. Freaking love it. Like, we're into it. We love it when that, running up that hill, when that song kicked in and shot up the charts. And I'm like, look at this show. It still has all of its, nuggets of gold in place. It's just good filmmaking. Each of those things feels like a mini movie. And certainly the next 2 that are coming out in July, it's only 2 episodes, but each one is the length of a film. So yeah, I mean, I'm just going to go Stranger Things. Should I think what else might? Yeah, I'll just go with that one. Yeah. Best TV of the year so far is easily Better Call Saul. I hate to say it, but I've not seen any Better Call Sauls yet. I know. Look, I'm one of those guys. I hadn't seen Game of Thrones when anybody saw that. I haven't seen Better Call Saul. Look, there's just some things you just don't have time for. Ken, I don't know how you do it, man. You get all these movies worked in there, and you get your show with your wife in there, and you see TV shows on top of it all. Oh, I feel so exhausted. Like half the time, I feel like I'm watching you guys. Like my spare time is spent watching everybody on YouTube that I really like. That's what I feel like my time is, because sometimes I feel like I only have a little bit of time. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I got about an hour. So I'll watch like 3 or 4, of you guys. So that's what I do, man. So that's why I probably don't have as many TV shows under my belt. Want to hear my prediction for part 2 of Stranger Things? Well, it's a prediction, so sure. I mean, let's hear it. You haven't seen it, so it's not a spoiler. Stranger Things has been best from, and Chapelwaite. Oh, okay. It's been the best, and then from and Chapelwaite. So those are other good shows. Cool. Hey, there's Mother Star. What's up, Mika? Rockstar. Got 2 of our rock stars in here right now. You guys are going to go head to head. 2 girls, 2 guys, man. They're going to battle it out. Who will come out on top? Stranger Things 4 feels like a reimagining of Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm enjoying it, though. But, that's what they do is all of those, the whole vibe of Stranger Things is to borrow from all the greatness that came from the 80s, whether it's E.T., Goonies, Nightmare on Elm Street. It pays such wonderful homage to those things in a good way. Like, I think, it's like, it's one thing to borrow from something and then just be a suck-ass, carbon copy. And then it's another thing to really be inspired by that stuff and do your own take on it. Because, yeah, that lead demon guy, whew, man, like, it's interesting to actually have like what do they call it in video games? The boss, you got this boss level thing in there. So it's not just a bunch of, the mind flayer. Although the mind flayer, I mean, that you always wonder what the deal was that. Like, that's, is that controlling him? Like, because those are massive. You got the demigorgons, demidogs, and now you got this dude, and you got so much going on. So much going on. Your daughter might like the teen Irish comedy on Netflix. Oh, it's funny. I just saw the trailer for that. The Dairy Girls, or was it Debbie Girls? Dairy Girls. But watch with subtitles to catch the slang. Okay, cool. I'll see if she's even seen a promo for that. Because I'm amazed. Like, she's like, hey, have you heard of this show? I'm like, where did you hear that? It's because she's in her room on her tablet all the time. If you want the Maul Kenobi fight, watch Rebels TV show the final season. Yep. There it is. Oh no, new games? Yeah, girl. I had to also look. When I make these games, I try to make them so you guys have fun, because everyone's worried and nervous they're not going to do well. But that's why I want to make sure you have fun. Otherwise, no one's going to want to play the game. Brian Goes Blue. What's up, dude? Hey there, Huck. Brian to Brian. What's going on? Brent says, awesome intro. Thanks, man. Yeah. Those are fun to put together. As you can see, clearly, because I've been spending so much time on the game, I never got around to editing a new Morning Mug intro. I have this goofy stuff I shot, but it's not great, so I gotta start over. Cody says, I'll be there. Good. Yes. Tell your friends, man. Spread the word. Here's the thing tonight, guys. If you can, like, I just want to see if more eyes get on the show. I feel like it's not enough people are coming over, even though a lot of people know about it. I think we got as high as 35, which I think was the most watched thing I've had, which is super good. Speaking of that, because I always forget to say it, can you guys hit like for me? I think we have 12 watching now. We have 8 thumbs up. Let's try to match it. 12 and 12 helps out my channel tons. But I want to triple, let's see, that number. No. I want to quadruple that number tonight for the game. I want to see people loving that game. It's a lot of work. So I hope a lot of people stop by to see it. Brian says, I like the vast array of panelists in that intro. Yeah, man. That's what it's all about. And it's just showing everybody having a good time, having fun. So hopefully when people see that, they'll be like, oh man, look at that. People are having a great time. Got to play that game. Skep says they keep milking Indiana Jones and Star Trek. I know they do, man. Buy the box sets and then now buy the steel books. Now the individual special. Yeah, that's the thing is they know where the fan bases lie, but at a certain point, fans are just getting tired of that. Like, for example, I'll tell you, I never picked up the Star Trek set, really, because I was just waiting for it to be dirt cheap because I didn't like the packaging. I didn't pick up the Indy Steelbook 4-pack, but I did wait for the 4K set to literally, it was dropped to under $50. It was like 48 something. I was like, I've never seen it go there again. So I got it for massive cheap. And now the Steelbooks are coming out. So, and I did pick up the first Steelbook though, because it says Raiders of the Lost Ark on it, like, which is the original title of the movie. It's not Indiana Jones, the Raiders of the Lost Ark. So yeah, I don't know if I'll pick up the other two. I just wanted that one because it looked great, had the classic art. So, but yeah, man. And no other, they don't do that today. You don't see the piano with Holly Hunter getting like 5 different releases. No, it's like they go after fans because they know fans will keep, buying all those, multiple copies of everything. Mel says, I already got the L in my pocket. Got my monies on my girl, Mika. Woo, you heard that, Mika? She's laying it on the line, giving you the W. I'll be starting off blankly. No, you won't. I'm telling you, both of you, because of how I'm starting off this game, you're going to start off strong. And then, look, the way we do it is I designed it so that you should start off strong. Somewhere in the middle is where there should be a little tiebreaker type of questioning so we can see who takes off a little bit or who drops back a little bit. And then near the end, there's a chance to come back. So that's how good game is designed. If it's all trash and no one's getting anything right, no one wants to play. But I am telling you, you all will be surprised tonight how well both Mel and Mika are going to do. Telling you, I know these things. She says, I got some good foreign TV recommendations. Ooh, let's hear some. My science project is a fun one, good theme song too. Yeah. It's in my cart. Brian says, I'd say the titles that don't have sale prices. I'd say, gotta light my face. I'd say the titles that don't have sale prices out first, Tuck, those will be on sale in future Kino sales. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I've decided. I just wait for sales now, and I don't really go out day of and get stuff because they do drop in price. So many of you guys are doing such great jobs. I mean, Ken, you're one. We know. We love you, man. He does solid work. He goes out, he grabs stuff, does fantastic reviews. I mean, I know everyone here knows Ken, but still, if there's somebody in here that I missed that's brand new, go check out his channel, man. Everybody's channel. Everybody's got awesome channels, but Ken does great reviews and stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to, it's too much money. Like I'd rather spend like on this sale, I spent like $30 and got 6 titles, or I get 1 title in 4K the day it comes out. So that's why I wait. My prediction is, here's Monkey's prediction. 11 at the end of season 4 gets put in her younger self from a flashback and destroys Hawkins' light and power before she opens the door / portal to the upside down and saving everyone. Interesting. The only thing about that, I mean, I do know there is supposed to be a 5th season, and that's it. They want to wrap it up in season 5. So if she pulls a move like that, you're really going to have to come back with something in season 5 that undoes that a little bit. And then you'd feel cheated. It's like, oh, I thought she closed all that, so there's not supposed to be any more Demogorgons or any of that stuff. And then if you figure out a loophole, like, yeah. So I think people aren't big fans of that kind of, do something then undo it so you can keep going. But yeah, I will say this, though, the younger version of herself, they have nailed the deep fake on this. All those deep fakes out there, the Luke Skywalker looked pretty good, but looked a little video gamey. It's funny how people like sitting at home with their own laptops can do a better deep fake of Mark Hamill than the one they used in the show. I think they hired those people to do 11 because that young 11 spot on, looks so good. Looked just like Millie. So they did a great job on that. Banshee was Cinemax. There you go. And I believe it's on HBO Max now. Oh, is it cool? Okay. Because I got HBO Max. I haven't looked for it. Michael said, did Elvis take the top spot? It did. Yes, I checked it out this morning. I keep seeing all these determinants that it beat out Maverick. Yeah. So earlier, Michael was saying when I did the box office breakdown, Maverick was ahead by literally $87. Like the Elvis and Maverick were tied this weekend for anybody who didn't see it. With Maverick edging it out by less than $200. And those are estimates, and I waited till Monday, to see if something would happen overnight so I could have a little bit closer take on that, but it still had the same numbers. So since I do it Monday morning, I just had to roll with those numbers, which put Maverick at number 1. But this morning I woke up and it handily overtook it. So here I showed this a little bit earlier. I'll pop it on for you again now. So let's see. There you go, Michael. So there it is. So you can see Top Gun is now number 2. Elvis is number 1. Elvis got 31.2. So it was at 30.5. And also Maverick was at 30.5, but really made 29.6. So once the actuals came in, we can see that Elvis was the clear winner. But again, Maverick only dropped 33%, which means if it keeps dropping with such small percentages, most films drop like around 50% unless they're outstanding the next week, which would drop Elvis easily into second place and Maverick above it. But the Minions movie is coming out, which is a huge family tentpole, and that'll be number 1. So I think what will happen is Minions will be number 1, Maverick will be number 2 again, and then we'll have Elvis. So that's how I see the box office shaping up this weekend. And it is also the July 4th weekend. So it's a lot of people like having a 4-day weekend. So it's going to be a 4-day weekend total. So maybe I'll have to do, box office breakdown on a Tuesday. That'd be kind of hard to do because I do this on Tuesday. Yeah. Where was it? Okay. Oh yeah. Michael said there we go. So yeah, anyway, yep, Elvis took the spot. I know Michael went and saw Elvis. He said it was really good this weekend. Tom Hanks is good. Austin Butler does a great job. Joe Joker says Paramount should have a direct-to-customer warehouse sale type thing like Universal does with Groove. Absolutely, especially since they're pumping out catalog titles on 4K. Seems like more than WB and other studios. Everybody soak that in. That is so true. I love that Groove website, man. I love that it's always kind of like giving you different deals. They had a Father's Day deal. Now they get like a, whatever July 4th weekend deal. They have Steelbook deals, 4K deals. Man, that Groove is good. I was using it like as early as last summer and got the word out on that. And it's cool, man. I now have too many tabs open. Like whenever I open all my browsers, it's like it's got 40 tabs across because it's got all the things that I like to take a peek at. Just so I don't have to reopen them every time. It's like, I'll just save that and then reopen it. That's dangerous, y'all. Don't save those tabs, but I do. Cody says, going to the MJ dispensary. See y'all tonight. All right, dude. Go to that dispensary. Come chill out. It's going to be a good time. Cody, pick me up something. That's right, man. We all share here. It says, H, what is your favorite Nicolas Cage film? Ken, pay attention now. Uh-oh. It's going to tell Ken what's up. Let's see. My favorite Nick Cage, y'all. I still haven't acquired that the new Massive Talent movie. All of my Nick Cage films come from his earlier oeuvre. So, things that I hold up there as some faves. It's like The Rock. I mean, for Christ's sake, he's with Sean Connery. It's Nick Cage acting with James Bond. That's way up there. Con Air is it's not even a guilty pleasure. It's just a kick-ass movie. It's like such a fun flick. It's got, what am I trying to say? You know who I'm trying to say. See, I get in a mental block. I'm staring at the camera. It's like, Cusack, John Cusack. Wow. I don't know what's in this tea, but it's slowing me down. But anyways, John Cusack at his prime when he was like super hot at the time. So you had him and Cusack. It's just even Cole Meany from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Deep pull Star Trek nerds. All right. So that's up there. What else is really good? Nick Cage flick. Of course, Face Off. Those are the three I would put right at the top of my Nick Cage. I mean, and like, how much fun does he have chewing up the scene in that film, especially when he is already, when he starts off as the bad guy, he's all crazy, but then he has to like change gears and be Travolta, but then Travolta gets to change gears and be the crazy Nick Cage. It's kind of funny how each sees the other person when they're acting as that person. Anyway. So yeah, you really got to swallow a lot in Face Off. Cause I like how like all they did was swap faces. Their bodies technically would not be what they are, but yeah, they came close. Anyway, so those are my top three. So on any given day, any of those could be my favorite. Probably just nudge The Rock up there because it's got Sean mother-loving Connery in that thing. So yeah, there you go. I don't know how that's going to help Ken, but there's my top three. I know, because he's doing the Nick Cage month. All right. I'm sure once he gets through all of his, he'll have an excellent ranking of all of his Nick Cage movies. Here we go. The Monkey says season 5 would be 11 Survives. I hope she does. Like, I hope that like they don't end the entire series with us losing a few of the kids. That'd be a real downer. Like, because you invest so much in these characters and you love these characters so much. That would really kill it for me to see the opposite of that happen. It's like when we thought we lost Hopper. It's like, no way. It's like we don't want to lose Hopper. Or any of those. I think Hopper and Joyce are absolutely adorable. Come on now. We got to get those two. We got to ship them, as the kids say. We got to ship Joyce and Hopper. Come on, y'all, ship them. Says, Huck, do you watch Succession? I haven't seen that yet. I know that is getting super, good word of mouth. Good. I'm taking it's quite good. I know that's up there. I got to see it. Huck, that was literally an example of me tonight. Oh, yeah? I get you. Look, when the camera's on, like when you guys are playing at home, it's so much easier. In fact, that's the difference for tonight's show is at the end of each segment, there'll be 5 rounds. There's going to be an audience question. So it's just for you guys. So we give all the contestants a chance to chill out, decompress, catch their breath for the next round. And then I'm going to give you guys something to guess. And then we'll do a poll or just have you type it in the chats what you think the answer is and see how you guys do. It's just a way for you guys to play along. I think it'd be really fun. But yeah, I do that at least once every one of these, Mel, as I'll sit there and I'll go, hey, and there's the actor right there on the tip of my tongue. I'm like, I know this guy. Come on. Like, I literally, to get to John Cusack, I literally had to think of Joan Cusack in my head. I was like, wait, Adam's Family, sister, Cusack, Joan. Hey, John Cusack. Wow. So, yeah, that's what happens when the lights are on you and the timer's ticking. I know, girl. It's going to be good, though. It's going to be good. It's going to be good stuff, y'all. Michael says, Willy's Wonderland is the most unique Nick Cage performance. Isn't that the one where he doesn't speak for the whole film or most of it? That sounds pretty interesting, especially for Nick Cage, to convey everything through his crazy eyes, man. Speaking of, if you guys haven't seen that video, that SNL video where Andy Samberg plays Nick Cage next to Nick Cage on the Weekend Update. He's like, no, check it out, y'all. And he's like doing Nick Cage, right? And then Nick Cage answers after him. And to watch Nick Cage watch Andy, it's very funny. If you guys haven't seen that, go check out Nick Cage and Andy Samberg on Saturday Night Live. It's very funny. And the monkey says he agrees with Michael. Yeah. So never a word was said. Now, Monkey says, "Oh, why is this? Let's see. I feel sorry for you. Like, everyone gets sad thinking of Joan. This blue balls is what I call her. What? Oh, yeah. No, why do you feel sorry for me? Everyone gets sad. I don't think feel sad. I think Joan Cusack is hilarious. I love her. She's a quirky. Yeah, look, I get it. I get it. She's like not Scarlett Johansson, but man, when she is, she has charisma on screen. Yeah, like I loved her in Addams Family Values and Broadcast News and The Working Girl and all these things. She is. She has good presence. But yeah, come on now, monkey. 80s, Joan Cusack from the 80s. What's everybody's favorite John Cusack movie, right? Everybody have a John Cusack favorite? Let's see, what my favorite? I like some of his early stuff. He's got a lot of early great comedies, right? You got The Sure Thing, One Crazy Summer, Better Off Dead. What's that? I want my $2. He's just stalked by that kid on the bike, always asking for his $2. Pretty hilarious. And then, of course, you get into Con Air and stuff like that. It's interesting how actors like who just have, even Nick Cage, like all these guys, they have their real heyday where they're just beloved and everyone wants them in their movie. Matthew Broderick, he's one of those, like they just make movie after movie, and it's they're at a certain point though, their time is done, as far as constant hits, and then they need to find a new niche. But it feels to me like the new niche becomes TV, right? For the longest time, people say, "Oh man, if you slum it on TV, that means you've lost it as a movie actor." But there was a real transition. I'd say, was 10 years ago, maybe even less. It's like when TV became, it's probably like the whole, Game of Thrones stuff, and even like on Friends. Like I'm a big Friends fan. Like you had people like Bruce Willis, Reese Witherspoon, Christina Applegate, Brad Pitt, like all these massive stars having cameos on that sitcom. And that's even Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt made cameos on it. And of course, if you know anything about their show, is they had Phoebe, the Lisa Kudrow was on their show as her twin sister, Ursula. So when they came to the show, they were in the restaurant and they thought it was Ursula, but it was Phoebe. So yeah, I mean, like, so there's this shift now that all the good stuff is on television. Look at all the services now, like Apple Plus with, Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. It's like, like there's so much great TV. And then when you go to movies, the movies kind of suck. Like there's not as many really high quality films out there. Like all you're getting now to get people's asses in the theater are superhero movies or science fiction or something like that. So so all the really good drama and stuff like that tends to be on TV, right? So yeah, I'm a fan of TV, y'all. Let's see. Okay, so this is funny. Hang on, I got to get back up here real quick. Finding my spot. Let's see. All right. So Rob says Better Off Dead, hands down. Yeah, right. Better Off Dead. So good. So good. And what was the one with Jack Black? High Fidelity, I think. Yeah. I need to give that another watch. I remember hearing that was stellar. And then when I saw it, I thought it was just okay. Like I wanted, because I feel like it was my kind of flick. And then I was just like, oh, that was good. Jack Black was insane. All right. So one of my favorite Nick Cage is Drive Angry. So let me tell you, I've never seen Drive Angry. And then, so therefore, what am I trying to say? So I was out doing one of my, shopping things at a thrift store, and I found a copy. And I know it's got Amber Heard. Not a fan of hers right now. Amber, on my shit list. But I can't wait to check it out because I hear it's a good Nick Cage movie. So I figured I'd definitely check it out, give it a shot. And then, if I can't get past the Amber Heard thing, I'll gift it back to the thrift store. But I definitely want to check it out as far as a Nick Cage title. My favorite John Cusack is Better Off Dead, when he's falling off snow cliff yelling, it's past $2. I mean, right, dude? Like every time. Oh, see, now I got to see that again. Maybe I'll go put that on some of my. See, I want to see stuff like that, like at Kino. It's like all these older Cusack films that are, especially The Sure Thing. That was a great film. I love Sure Thing. I I never picked up the Blu-ray. I don't even remember when it came out on Blu-ray, but man, it's discontinued. It's pricey as hell. I'm like, if I miss the window, I'm not going to pay top dollar for just a simple little Blu-ray, right? But I really wish they would get like the license to reissue things like that, so we can get like and that feels like a really good Kino title, right? Come on, The Sure Thing with slipcover by Kino Lorber. It's like a perfect marriage, man. I want to see that. There's a lot of those little lost gems that have come out and then that are discontinued. I want to see brought back by one of our favorite boutique labels. The monkey says she was was that her name? Or they called her that? Let's see. Adam's Family Values, Christopher Lloyd must have taken a lot of. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Because of the relationship. Yeah. Yeah, she was awesome in that. She was so good. And we're all saying, where is the 4K on Adam's Family Values? Because not only like the actress playing Grandmama in the first one was okay, but man, when you get Carol Kane playing Grandmama in the second one, I mean, she's so good. Carol Kane is so good. Love her. Pushing 10 was a good Cusack flick. There you go. Wasn't that also Kevin Costner in Pushing 10? Wasn't it the two of them? I'm pretty sure that was Kevin Costner, the golfing movie. Favorite Cusack is Identity and Runaway Jury. Oh, I love it. See, I love when we get into these. What's your favorites? This is good stuff. Mika says, I've been finding TV more entertaining than film. Just started The Old Man. I know, I want to see that with Jeff Bridges. Really enjoying it. Yeah, I mean, the TVs just seems to have interesting concepts. And because they're like a shorter digestion, especially if you just watch it one show at a time, it's also less time commitment. So if you can just watch one episode and call it a night instead of, look, even the Batman Yellow, I've told you on previous shows, it's almost 3 hours. It took me 2 nights to watch that, It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot to commit to. Oh, man, Crazy Amber's in that one. I know, right? She is, man. So, yeah. I'm going to have to check that one out. I love Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson in the hotel film. Yeah, which one was that? I know the one you're talking about. Like, what was it, like 213? It didn't have a number. It was like the number of the hotel room. Anthony's, 1408. There you go. 213. At least I knew it was a number. 4K Dira, yo, Huckster, what up, 4K? You excited for tonight, man? I'm gonna slap some trivia your way so you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Did you see the opening? The new opening? You're in it, man. Let me know if you didn't see it. I'll pop it up again just for 4K so you can get the taste of his goodness. A classic moment from 4K when he pumped. Yeah, that's in there, bro. It's good stuff. We're saying, hey, The Sure Thing is on a Shout Factory. Oh, yeah, but is indeed out of print. That's what I'm talking about. So that was a Shout Factory. It's out of print. There's a scene with Daphne Zuniga gets picked up hitchhiking. Cusack just goes so zany. I love it. Yeah, man. I wish that was still available. Yeah, because that was a good Shout Factory title. Fistful of Dynamite, Duck You Suck as a spaghetti western. Yeah, I don't know what made me put that in there. I was like, what is this? I think I know I saw it on somebody's channel. I was like, what's that insane looking cover? Pushing 10 was the Billy Bob Thornton and Cusack flick about airplanes. Oh, I have that totally wrong. I was like, oh yeah, for sure. That's that Kevin Costner golf movie. No, that would be Tin Cup. The hell? See, there you go. Right? This Tin Cup. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. See, Mel? No Kevin Costner questions on the show tonight. Guaranteed. And Angelina Jolie. Gotcha. Got to brush up on these. Anthony, what's up, my dude? And then, hang on. My thing is jumping on me. There we go. She says, and Cate Blanchett. Oh, God, that cast is good. That sounds good. Is it a good movie? Because that cast is pretty banging. Physical Maniac, what's going on, man? Says, I like John Cusack and Hot Tub. That actually was a pretty funny flick. I like that whole cast. That whole cast has got some comedy geniuses in that thing. 4K says, I go crazy when I hear the name Angelina Jolie, right? As you should. The monkey says at Anthony's Horror More, we need a steelbook with the hotel on the cover. Do you agree? Which hotel? Is that from that? You'll tell me. Definitely check it out. Okay, I will check it out. Now 4K, since you are fresh. Everybody ready? 4K wasn't here. He's kind of the new star in the new intro. So 4K, my friend, this is for you. You get a sneak peek of tonight. Everybody, sit back. Here it is. One more before we wrap up today. Another plug for tonight's trivia show. Here we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
I started off strong, but my wheels fell right off.
Already? Right.
Wow.
Oh, mic drop.
There it is, y'all. Woo! So if that don't get you pumped up, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a really fun night. Again, we got a great lineup, some just fabulous people. That's going to be here tonight. I'm trying to find my graphic. There we go. So one more time, here they are tonight, y'all. My Killer Podcast. Look at these beautiful people. Mika, Side Hustle, and Movie Buff Grant. These guys are going to be absolutely outstanding tonight. It's going to be a great show. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. So I really primed this one for you guys, so I hope you enjoy it. Let's just see if we have any last minute things. We just have one more from Anthony. It says the monkey, the monkey, yes, no, at the monkey. Would love a steelbook of the Dolphin Hotel. All right, cool. All right, so guys, I think that is going to do it for the morning show this morning. I hope you all have had a great time. I've absolutely had a pleasure talking to you guys. Thank you for always keeping me yakking and talking about all kinds of good stuff and all the tangents we go off on. I never know where we're going to go. That's what I love about these morning shows. You drop something and the huckster goes nuts and we go in a whole different direction. It takes me half a minute to get back to the question at hand and actually answer it because of all the awesome tangents. But you guys are awesome. And I just love doing these for you guys. Thanks for checking in. Keep coming by because, if you keep coming, it makes me want to keep making them. And so far I will. And hopefully I'll have a new intro for you next week if I get off my ass and get that done. In the meantime, be on the lookout. I got to put it out in the universe, get my video done for the Academy Museum tour. So I want you guys to see that. It's really, really cool. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for now, man. Everybody get out there, make it a great day. Good morning to you. Until next time, catch you later.